second was that the function was to be held in this wonderful city which I love coming to. Every time I come here, I recall a line by the great Urdu poet Mirza Ghalib when he visited Kolkata in the middle of the 19th century in order to collect the pension that was due to his grandfather by the then British government. He did not succeed in getting his pension, but he did succeed in falling in love with this city, and as I have. And to quote him in translation, what he said was, if I were a bachelor and not surrounded by domestic issues, I would have given up everything and come and spend the rest of my life here. I am in complete agreement with him. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I happen to not be a bachelor, and I'm terribly attached to my family and my home. But I certainly do share this emotion, and I welcome you all to this feast of French cinema, which the city is very, very fortunate to have. I would like to have a word with the Consul General later about why these functions are not held in Mumbai. But this city is a city whose citizens have put India on the world map of cinema.
In the manner of the great magicians Houdini, but much more modestly, I'm going to take a piece of clothes of fabric and before your very eyes transform it into a little parachute. Very beautiful memory artifact at church. But you may rightly ask, what does this have to do with cinema, Kolkata, and the beautiful and unique evening of tonight? Well, here it is. When we talk about skydiving or parachute jumping, it is usually said that the second jump is the most difficult, the most risky. Because somehow you know in advance the obstacles you might have to overcome. Well, tonight is the opening of the second Festival of French Film in Kolkata, and we all have a bit of this apprehension, don't we, Nicolas? That our friends artists know all too well when it comes to entering the stage or starting a shoot in front of the camera after the magical word action has been pronounced.
Cinema is not a reflection of reality. It is the reality of a reflection. With these words, Jean-Luc Godard reminds us that cinema is more than just an art form. It is a way of seeing the world, of shaping narratives that transcend borders, time, and cultures. This idea is nowhere more evident than in the enduring bond between France and India, Kolkata and Cannes, a connection that dates back decades. In 1952, Jean Renoir came to Kolkata to shoot The River, a film that would leave an indelible mark on cinema.
At the outset, I must thank Nicolas and his team for this great initiative for organizing collection of cinema